Well, big things are coming for Nvidia. That's what Dan Ives said. We pretty much have a watershed or a monumental event that has taken place recently, and there is a very big expectation that Nvidia is going to run a lot over the next 18 to 24 months. Let's take a listen to what Dan Ives has to say. Hold off on smashing the like button or clicking the link to join the Discord or trying to join up for the coaching. We're going to talk about that, but first let's listen to what Dan Ives has to say about Nvidia.
Jensen Huang literally said now is the beginning of this next wave, that he thinks this is going to be the biggest wave, this enterprise adoption. And then as that rolls out, you're starting to talk about industrial AI, which we mentioned it before the break. Honeywell CEO said to me yesterday, Vimal Kapoor said to me yesterday, it's the difference between predictive versus deterministic AI, two very different models, two very different outcomes.
$1 trillion of AI CapEx, we believe, in the next 3 years. And I think what Patrick talks about is a great point. We are just in the first inning of where AI is going. But partnerships like this, I think there's a watershed partnership. And I think what you heard from the godfather of AI, Jensen, what Julie talked about, this is now, it's the multiplier. For every dollar spent on an NVIDIA chip, there's an $8 to $10 multiplier across the rest of tech, infrastructure services. You talk about industrial, sovereign AI. It is just the start. It continues to be our view. It's 9 p.m. in that AI party that goes to 4 a.m. And I think what we see here is just starting to play out.
So, Dan, you can kind of see what Jensen and NVIDIA are doing, this pace, yearly pace on the platforms and technology, these partnerships throughout different areas of the ecosystem that don't just involve, hey, here's some chips, but really building on top of our technology. Is it coming down to an eventual zero-sum situation where NVIDIA pulls away, and when they win big, everybody else, at least who competes with them on the chip side, thinking AMD and Intel, are at bigger risk of losing?
Yeah, no doubt. Lisa Su clearly watching this interview and everyone across the industry, because right now they're the only game in town. They're just going to continue to expand that moat. It's the Oracle model. It's the Microsoft model. And I think what they're trying to do is just gain more and more share when you talk about that revenue opportunity. And I think that's what Jensen's going after. I think the big question today is we talk about this $1 trillion of AI CapEx, fourth industrial revolution playing out. But it is going to be a Game of Thrones battle with other big tech players, because Microsoft, Google, Amazon, everything that you talk about in the show, this is now starting to get into that second, third, fourth derivative that I know, Patrick and myself, we talk about a lot.
And Patrick, I'm just going to stick with this discussion that we're having, what this means for the competitive moat for NVIDIA, but also what it means for how, as it builds out this platform, as it now reaches across what he used, connecting fabric was the term he used, with his partnership with Accenture, what this means in terms of making NVIDIA a newer, bigger, more formidable competitor with not just other chip players.
So this 100% increases the moat. More deals like this. And remember, the company cut deals like this with IBM Consulting 6 months ago. So they're going down the line with the major GSIs. And Jensen said it perfectly. We just don't do chips. We do chips, we do comms chips, CPUs, we do racks, we do networking, we do entire data centers, and then put the software on top of that, and then you layer in these types of embeddings, as I will call this. What may have or may not have come across in this deal is that NVIDIA software is going to be integral inside of these solutions from Accenture. And what that does is that builds in a lock-in, that builds a moat. And yes, further down the line, competitors will come in to be able to do that, but it takes time. And people are very happy with the investment that NVIDIA is making into this. And nobody wants to get left behind, just like we saw FOMO in the data center build out. Nobody wants to get left behind with the global systems integrators and everything in between. One of the big issues that hasn't been discussed yet is just I'll call it the pitiful use in the enterprise of AI, right? And I think we're 18 to 24 months current course and speed to start seeing that hockey stick. And this is a deal that could potentially make that happen. Maybe it shaves off time. I'm optimistic about this deal that it will.
This was a very interesting explanation by Dan Ives, and I'm going to break it down for you. And I'm also going to explain what Accenture is and what they do. So stick around. Lots of great info that I want to provide you guys on this stuff. This is a monumental moment for AI, a watershed moment, like Dan Ives has said. They're looking to move beyond infrastructure. NVIDIA and Accenture partnership is huge. There's going to be so much growth in the next 18 to 24 months. You heard what the other analysts had to say, a hockey stick pattern that is going to be coming over the next 18 to 24 months. And what this basically means is there's a consolidation period and then a big jump in price and then a progressive gain in price over the next 18 to 24 months. And there is a very big possibility, and it's highly likely that right after the election is when it's going to run. There's going to be some pullbacks in the market between now and election time, and there's going to be periods probably closer to elections where the stocks are going to pull back, even Nvidia, quite a bit, maybe 4, 5, 6% or more. It might not happen, but I believe it will. That's a buying opportunity for Accenture, Nvidia, AMD, SoundHound, SoFi. These stocks are all great. Palantir, Neo. It's going to be a great opportunity for the whole market, really. But speaking about Nvidia specifically, that's where I would look to get in right before elections, because after elections and PMI data at the beginning of November, it is going to run as we progress through November and December, and there's going to be a pretty big move somewhere between the end of November and the middle to end of January. Somewhere in that 2 months, NVIDIA is going to have a pretty big breakout. I really believe it will. And based on what Dan Ives said, that's pretty much what he said. And he also said something interesting, that this is the start of the next wave of AI. And he explained this with a very relative explanation that we could all understand. And that is, we're going to a party that runs till 4 o'clock in the morning. And right now we're only at the 9 p.m. point, or at the end of the first inning if you're a sports fanatic. So you can see that we're just getting started with AI, and look at what NVIDIA has already done. This partnership is going to be massive. For every $1 spent on an NVIDIA chip, there's an $8 to $10 multiplier, like an 8 to 10x multiplier on that through AI and across all of tech. This is insane. Remember, I also explained this before. For every chip that NVIDIA has available for sale, there's like 9 people waiting, or 9 companies, but there's 9 potential buyers for one chip or one product, one item. This is a very good thing for NVIDIA. There is very low supply compared to demand, and this allows them to charge more and make more profits. And then with all these partnerships and how much time we have left in this AI run, because we're still in the beginning, shows you how much potential gains are still on the table for NVIDIA. NVIDIA has ran 150% in the last 6 to 8 months. Just think that there very well could be another 500 to 1,000% over the next 5 years. So if you were to put 50,000 into NVIDIA right now, in the next 5 or 6 years, maybe sooner, you could be cashing out $250,000 to $300,000 or more. This very well could be a 5 to 10x opportunity still, especially with this partnership. And CEO Jensen Huang basically said that this is a big financial opportunity for market share. And there's a lot of competition. You have Intel, Qualcomm, AV Broadcom, you have Nvidia. Now you've got these partnerships that are happening. Google, you have Microsoft, Meta, and then we have Amazon. It just keeps going. Like, there's so many companies that are trying to compete for market share in AI. But NVIDIA makes AI hardware and software, servers, GPUs. They make all kinds of different products, and they have their hands in everything. They're even invested into SoundHound and Serve Robotics, so they're in AI audio, they're in AI and robots. This is a very, very big move for NVIDIA to partner with Accenture, because now they're expanding even further. NVIDIA is going to be integrated into Accenture's solutions to build a moat. And nobody wants to be left out of the AI game, but NVIDIA is leaving everybody behind because of their big market share and because of the overall growth and the partnerships. It's very hard to keep up with NVIDIA, but it could take years and years and years for other companies to get anywhere near where NVIDIA is right now. And so this partnership is a serious advantage. I'm going to dive in and explain to you guys what Accenture does and show you guys how you can get into some good trades with Nvidia before it's too late. However, before we get into that, if you guys are looking to retire early, or maybe you're just looking to create more passive income, learn and grow, and have financial freedom in the stock market, I would love to help you guys. I offer a full training course and Discord to surround yourself with like-minded people just like you and I offer full one-on-one coaching so that I can help you achieve your financial freedoms. However, there's very limited spots and it's a serious mentorship. So if you show up committed and ready to learn, I show up committed and ready to teach you guys. You guys can see on the screen the profits of students in my Discord. You can see that some of my students, like Scott, who joined only 4 weeks ago, is up 25% in a month. And my other student, Josh, who's been with me for over 3 months, is up 30%, $90,000 in profits. And if you have a small account like Sherry, she's up from $8,000 to $18,000 in only 3 months. That's over 130% return. Now, there are a few people saying they had trouble on the website. If you guys are looking to sign up, it's investwithcorey.com. Link is in the information box below. You can click on case studies and you can see these are all of my students giving real testimonials. This is Sherry. She's up $12,000 at this point right now. We have another student right here, Mr. Gray, Josh, who is up $90,000. And Thomas right here is actually up quite a bit. He's up over $13,000. He started with an $8,000 portfolio in the negative $4,000, and now he's up to like $19,000 and change. All you guys have to do is click on training right here at the top, watch this video and understand. Just be sure to watch this video because I can't explain it right now. I don't want to waste any more of your guys' time. You can watch this video right here, put in your information, book a call with my team and I, and we will be on our way to helping you grow your portfolio. The global services powerhouse says its newly formed NVIDIA business group will focus on driving enterprise adoption of what it called agentic AI system by taking advantage of key NVIDIA software platforms that fuel consumption of GPU-accelerated data centers. Global services powerhouse Accenture said it will train 30,000 employees on NVIDIA's full stack of AI technologies and start a new business group dedicated to the AI computing giant as part of a blockbuster deal between the two behemoths. Accenture, number one on CRN's 2024 Solutions Provider 500 list, announced the expanded partnership this previous week and said its newly formed NVIDIA business group will focus on driving enterprise adoption of what it called agentic AI systems by taking advantage of key NVIDIA software platforms that fuel consumption of GPU-accelerated data centers. The power of these announcements cannot be overstated. Accenture Chief AI Officer Lan Guan said in a briefing with journalists and analysts the day before, called the next frontier of generative AI. These agentic AI systems involve an army of AI agents that work alongside human workers to make decisions and execute precision across even the most complex workflows. According to Guan, a 21-year Accenture veteran, unlike chatbots such as ChatGPT, these agents do not require prompts from humans, and they are not meant to automating pre-existing business steps. Most of the work done by Accenture's new business group will happen through its AI refinery platform, which takes advantage of 3 NVIDIA software platforms. NVIDIA AI Foundry aids with the development of custom generative AI models by providing access to foundation models, frameworks, and tools. NVIDIA AI Enterprise offers microservices and tools for developing and optimizing deploying AI applications. NVIDIA Omniverse, on the other hand, enables development and deployment of 3D applications. The latter of the two technologies are paid offerings from NVIDIA, and they require systems that are powered by the company's popular and powerful GPUs. So you can see how this is good for NVIDIA both ways. They design the software, they design the hardware, and it's all being used and being bought through this partnership. This is massive because NVIDIA is in hardware and software, and they do both. Julie Sweet, the chair and CEO of Accenture, said the company is breaking significant new ground in helping clients use generative AI as a catalyst for reinvention. Accenture AI Refinery will create opportunities for companies to imagine their processes and operations, discover new ways of working, and scale AI solutions across the enterprise to help drive continuous change and create value. In tandem with the launch of NVIDIA Business Group and massive training effort, Accenture said it's opening a network of AI engineering hubs in Singapore, Tokyo, Malaga, and London, and that will aid with its push to drive adoption of agentic AI systems. These hubs become part of Accenture's Center for Advanced AI and complement existing locations in Mountain View, California, and Bangalore. Accenture also plans to offer a new microservice meant to enable and optimize virtual facility robot fleet simulation workloads as part of NVIDIA's NIM agent blueprints, which is a category of pre-trained customized AI workflows that debuted in August. Guan called agentic AI systems a game changer in how our clients reinvent their business and said these agents will have self-reflecting capabilities and a memory engine that will allow them to learn from their mistakes. Agents within these systems will specialize in specific tasks, whether that's to research topics or orchestrate multiple functions across your enterprise, according to Guan. For example, Accenture designed a system consisting of 14 agents that allows its marketing team to create and run smoother campaigns faster. The company said this is expected to reduce the manual steps taken for such tasks by 25 to 35%, decreasing costs by 6%, and accelerated completion of said tasks by 22 to 55%. Elsewhere, the IT services giant said it plans to use its new NIM agent for robot fleet simulation at Eclipse Automation, an Accenture-owned manufacturing automation company, and it expects the agent to speed up designs by as much as 50%. I believe that this is the future we are heading towards, AI that does not just respond, but also actually learns, improves, and works as part of the team, Guan said. Accenture is doubling down on its partnership with Nvidia after the company said last week that it had $3 billion in new generative AI bookings in its 2024 fiscal year, $1 billion of which came from the fourth quarter that ended on August 31st. Now, Accenture, you could say, has some similarities to Palantir. They're involved in AI and speeding up businesses and infrastructure in a similar way to Palantir. And their partnership with Nvidia is going to be huge. It's already huge. This is just going to be ever growing at this point. Accenture is a global professional services company that helps the world's businesses, governments, and other organizations build their digital core, optimize their operations, accelerate revenue growth, and enhance citizen services, creating tangible value at speed and scale. The company combines technology and leadership in a cloud, data, and AI with industry experience, functional expertise, and global delivery capability. Its services include strategy and consulting, technology operations, Industry X, and Song. Accenture operates through the following geographical segments: North America. So I recommend you guys really look into NVIDIA if you haven't already. We're going to be looking to sell aggressive puts in my Discord, and I really think NVIDIA right now is the time to buy. If you can get it for 120 or 115, it's a no-brainer. Even at 125, it's still a steal long term. I'm going to be selling aggressive puts and looking to get into NVIDIA yet again because I got in, exited, the price came down, it ran again. I'm trying to get back into NVIDIA for this run. And with this partnership, they're going to be creating a moat. It's going to be really good for AI, and it's going to be good for NVIDIA. It's going to be good for the industry, Accenture, and investors alike. It's a very good opportunity, and for the next 18 to 24 months, according to Dan Ives, this is going to run. It is going to run a lot. We're in the first inning of a baseball game. We're at a party that goes till 4 o'clock in the morning, and it's only 9 p.m. We're just getting started. Guys, if you really want to expand your knowledge, maybe retire early, maybe you just want to make some extra money, you're having trouble in the market, I'd love to help you guys out. You can sign up for my full training course, Discord, so you can be a part of the community and learn, take the trade alerts, and also my one-on-one coaching. And I launched my masterclass bootcamp yet again, advanced training. If you guys might be interested in that, you can sign up at investorcorey.com. It's right there on the screen. The link is in the information box below. I look forward to helping you grow your portfolio whenever you're ready. That's going to do it for this video. Thanks so much for being here, guys. One love. We'll see you on the next one.